God, it's good to be back in the car for a video. That's right, folks. XFL Jim's coming at you with a top 10 list. This week's list is going to be top 10 people I want to see by the XFL this August. As always, for any top 10 list, you're going to need a top 10 snack to have it. This one, I have these Hostess cupcakes here, so I'm going to be nibbling on these a little bit while the top 10 list is going on. I'm going to crank these out every once in a while. I think they're kind of fun. Have some ideas. If you have any other ideas for potential top 10 lists, shoot them down in the comments. That'd be great. And without further ado, let's jump into it. All right, and at number 10, we have the NFL, Mr. Goodell himself. This would be interesting to see. I kind of wouldn't mind it. I wouldn't love it, but I wouldn't hate it. They obviously have a good incentive for more money because the NFL's greedy as fuck. I'm just worried they couldn't do the XFL justice. I'm worried that it'd be more of a farm league, and it just wouldn't have the pizzazz that I want the XFL to have, you know? This league had something. It had some swagger to it. And I feel like if it just becomes a farm league for the NFL, it'll just lose all of its emotion and just pizzazz. And I would hate that. I would be liking this idea because I think they could do it, and I think they could make it work, and I think they have some good cities. Because if they just do every NFL city kind of gets a farm team, gets to play in those NFL stadiums, that would be pretty cool. But I just feel like they would do not great job of it. So NFL, you're my number 10. So should be happy with that. Live with it. At number 9, we have the Queen of England. This is a bad bitch. She does not take shit. It would make the royal family be doing something good instead of just wasting taxpayer money in England. And it could bring a team to London. There's a lot of positives here, guys. It could start the XFL expansion worldwide, becoming a global brand faster than any other league before it. It's got the backing of almost an entire country, or at least the royalty of a country. And it's the royalty of our country. The XFL is like pure royalty to me. Especially since it doesn't really work anymore. And it's kind of just retired and just sits around. It really right now matches the vibe of the Queen. And then maybe she could channel some of her actual youthful energy into making a league that's actually got some nuts to it. And who knows, maybe it'd be we wouldn't get soccer involved. You could bring, that's the other thing, you could bring real football over to the friggin' Europeans. It's a win-win. God, top 9, she ain't bad for number 9. I'll give her that. Number 9, Queen of England. Number 8, George Washington Carver. Now this man invented so much crap, I don't even know where to start. Everyone knows the peanut. Everyone knows he invented the peanut. He did so much with the peanut, he could probably make a car that ran on peanuts. This is how smart the guy was. For a league like the XFL that's all about innovation, how can you not want someone like that? The dude was a genius, an innovator. It's everything you want in a league like we have. And I want him, and he's awesome. And read up on George Washington Carver. He's a cool guy. And read up on the XFL, because it's coming back, baby. Number 7, I got Gabrielle Union. She can step up to the street. She can get promotion going. She can put an ad in her book or something, and she's a passionate sports fan. You've seen how she is on SportsCenter. She can love the game of football, and she can put energy into stuff. And man, she can freaking step up into these streets, and she can dance her ass off, and she can promote this league. She's almost as fiery as I am. Almost. I want to be very clear on that. I think she'd be a good addition. She's got some good business sense. She's a smart gal. Gabrielle Union, number 7. Number 6, Barack Obama. Now, theoretically, you could fit almost any living president in here, but he's just the youngest and the most suave. He had I wouldn't call it a luxury, but he has the experience of kind of dealing with a downtrodden economy and basically a country that just went bankrupt. I feel like he's kind of almost the perfect candidate to take over the XFL. It gives us a sense that, this is the country's league. It's time to transition over, people. I've been saying this for years now, but the XFL is going to be the forefront of entertainment. Not just football, but it's going to be on primetime TV. It's going to take over. Late night talk shows, done. Sitcoms, done. Comedy, done. Action, it's done. It's all just XFL. It's all under the umbrella of the XFL network. ABC, done. Disney, done. They're all done. It's all going to be XFL. And I feel like Obama is the one that can take us to that next level. He's dealt with a world superpower, which is perfect experience for what I want the XFL to be. He can do it, and I believe in him, and we can just keep cheering. Yes, we can bring the XFL back. Number 5 is Vince McMahon. A little bump in the road, keep this train going. I love where the XFL was headed. I loved what we were doing. He's obviously a scumbag, but he's a shrewd businessman, and if he can fucking pull his nuts up and just apologize to Luck, we can kind of have this whole thing going back together. It's kind of a pipe dream, but he obviously loves the money that the league brings in, and he was putting people in charge that really cared about putting out a good product. I would actually kind of love to see him back, just because if he took another backseat role, just to kind of keep this thing moving on with just a minor bump in the road. We were obviously going to lose players every year. That was going to happen. You're going to lose someone like P.J. Walker to the NFL. You're going to lose someone like Jordan Tummey. You're going to lose someone like Cam Phillips. Although I don't think he's been picked up yet, which is a damn shame. Someone get this man on a team. Yeah, Vince McMahon would be a good pick. I feel like, it's number 5. It's like the most neutral pick. Everything would kind of be the same. It's not bad. It's not good. They'd probably be like a slow expansion, just kind of making their money back, but I think it'd be a good one. Number 5, Vince McMahon. For number 4, I want to go full on chaos. If I can't have my league like I know it and I love it, I'm thinking number 4 is just plain chaotic craziness. I'm thinking Amazon should buy the XFL and put it on Twitch 24/7 and just swap out teams, get a shitload more teams, incorporate maybe even like the IFL and some minor league football, swapping teams 24/7. There's always a team playing, and just have people play it. Like, have Twitch chat coach the teams. You have one channel that's in charge of one team and one that's in charge of the other, and just have them go at it like crazy. And it's just Twitch plays football, and it's madness and chaotic and amazing. And I would watch the hell out of it. My eyes would be bloodshot with how much I'm staring at a screen watching this game. I would be at every game. I would just live there now. That's how awesome. That's how much I would just bathe in the chaos. You can't tell me you wouldn't want to see it. You can't tell me that. It'd be a blast. And they could just, the donations they would get, make all their money from donation subs, and just blast whatever people are saying on the screens and the friggin' announcing part of the arena. Ugh! It'd be a blast. Twitch plays XFL. Twitch plays football. Make it happen. Number 3, the state of Wyoming. Lord knows they have the space for it. You can set up a camp for every single team in the state, boost the population of Wyoming, get a whole bunch of different things going on there, and maybe even increase tourism. Gotta give that state something. It's a beautiful, scenic state. All it needs is a little touch of football. Now that we all know they've got the college team, how good of a pipeline would Wyoming football be into the XFL? Think about that. They could work. You need to put every team there in the state. Government kind of like sponsor the whole thing. Maybe each local place has their own team. Each city, each town in Wyoming would have a different stadium. And then the teams, like, you could still have the Houston Roughnecks or the Dallas Renegades, but they just go play in Wyoming. You just change, at the very least, we could storyboard this, we could workshop this, but you could just change the names of Wyoming towns, just change this small town to Houston, change Laramie to the New York Guardians. It'll work. It's got some kinks, I can see it's got some kinks, but I really like this idea. I think having it in one central location, it could bring tourism into Wyoming. There's obviously gambling on the reservations, which could really play into it. I love it. Let me know what you think about Wyoming. Leave your Wyoming comments down below. Number 2, similar vein to number 5 in Vince McMahon, I'm going to have Winston Moss, head coach of the Los Angeles Wildcats. Now, you may be thinking, Jim, Wildcats weren't that great. Winston Moss, kind of like, he's just a cool dude. Maybe he owned a couple clubs, but the team wasn't that great. That's why I would call you wrong. They get off to a shaky start, and what does he do? He buckles down, fires his defensive coordinator, and lays down the law. The man does not fuck around. He runs a tight ship. He's basically a club owner. I assume he owns like a franchise of clubs across the country. The dude is a player, and he's the fucking coolest. You think he wouldn't be intense in the board meetings of the XFL negotiating TV rights? Wrong. You are wrong.
You want it? I'm going to give it to you right now.
I want to see it. He'd be great. His intensity just plays into me so hard that I just, he's one of my favorite people to come out of this league, I swear. Winston Moss, please. I don't know how much the league's worth, but I hope he has enough money. Before I get to number 1, throw out some honorable mentions. People who almost made the list. Not because they're bad choices, but because the ones in front of them are just so high. Shout out Sports Gambling Podcast. Those guys would run a league pretty damn well, I feel. I know one of them runs a soccer league, which is like fake football, but I think they can translate their skills of running a pretty fun gambling podcast to running a pretty damn fun league. And Lord knows there'd be like degenerate gambling props all over this thing, and that would be pretty fun to see. Why not Canada? They had the CFL, just kind of like merge the two together. Have rules from both leagues. HGTV Network just kind of turned into a show about Landry Jones and like having another player and Landry building a house, putting up drywall every week. That'd be pretty entertaining. Just name it XFL. Number 1 person I would like to see buy the XFL this year at auction is, drumroll please, it's me. I want to do it. I could run the league. I got the intensity. I've got the know-how. I've got the skill. I've got everything you need to run a successful XFL league in here. I don't need paper. I don't need anything. I just need my brain and my drive and my passion, and that'll do it. You know I love this league. You know I'll make it good. You know it. I just need money. All I need is someone to financially back me, and I can make this league the best it's ever been, the best it's ever gonna be. Just you see it. Give me a chance. I'll buy the XFL. I'll do it. Give it to me. Anyway, folks, thanks for joining me in this episode of XFL's Top 10. We're counting on top 10 people I want to buy the XFL. Keep tuning in. Off-season's chugging along. Got some more stuff coming up. See you guys around. Stay strong out there, people. XFL. For life.